What is up, guys? Criminal here. In this one, I'm gonna be doing a tier list. I haven't done one in a while, and I thought it's about time because we got the Chaos Reigns, the update, all of that shit. So yeah, I've got characters and cameos here, and I'm honestly just gonna get the cameos out in like 5 minutes, and then we'll go on to the characters. So let's just get started with the cameos. Like Farah's the top, right? They all know that. I'm gonna order them really quickly. Farah, Chameleon, they are the two best ones. It's not close. Mavado is a tier below them, but he's very, very good. Where's Janet? I'm looking for Janet, one sec. Janet. Where the fuck is Janet? Janet, there's Janet. Janet's very solid as well. Motaro, very big value, glow up for him. He's so useful for so many characters. So I'm gonna put him in very solid as well. Kung Lao, of course, very solid. Sector's pretty good. Shujinko, my goat, solid. Sub-Zero's pretty good. Scorpion is mid, there's no reason to use him. Like, it's just an inferior version of a Motaro, of a Mavado and Janet, pretty much. Tremor, very good, the extra HP as well, I'm gonna put him like here. Goro's pretty mid, nobody really uses him aside from like teams that are no longer viable, pretty much. Striker's very useful after the bomb buff, I'd say he's pretty damn good. I'm gonna put him here. Jax, annoying as hell. The most annoying teams in the game have Jax. It's just a rule of thumb at this point. Frost, also good. Like, I honestly think most of these cameos are in a pretty good spot. Kane was also solid. Sonya is extremely good. Where's Sonya? Sonya is very, very good. Sonya's top tier cameos. Sonya is amazing. Like, one of the best cameos in the game. Sonya is insane. Cyrax, he's solid. I'll put him here. Serena is pretty mid. Pretty much no reason to use her. She's an inferior version of Chameleon. And Darius, honestly, you can't really rank the guy. Like, he can be amazing, but nobody tries him. Because he's very tough to use. So I'm gonna put him just like here, I suppose. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the cameos, right? I didn't miss anybody. No, I didn't. Yeah, that's everybody. So let me just give you a brief thought on them. Obviously, these two are the top tier, Farah and Chameleon. I don't think it's up for discussion. Farah is number one. No cameo in this game is giving you as much value as just having unreactable 50-50s for every single character. And this shit doesn't scale for some reason. Her low and overage just don't scale at all. You get them, it's like 50% damage. I don't know why, but that's how it is. Chameleon, we don't really need to mention her too much. A jack of all trades, she does everything. And the rest, I honestly think I ordered them pretty well, considering I didn't even put thought to it. Like, if I need to order them really as accurate as possible, I'll do something like this. Shujinko above him. The extra HP is very useful in this meta. Yeah, I'm pretty content with this. So yeah, this is pretty much it for the cameos. So feel free to come back here if you want to see the cameos again. I'm gonna just remove them and go to the characters now. Let me just remove them real quick. By the way, how do you think Ghostface is gonna be? Like, do you think it's gonna be good? Honestly, we didn't see anything yet. I'm waiting for the gameplay trailer. I'm trying to just put them at the bottom so they don't interfere. So some of them are out of screen, but it doesn't really matter because all of the bottom line that are out of the screen are cameos. So no matter. Yeah, let's get started with the characters. I'm just gonna do this in the order the game gives me. No real care for me there. So yeah, let's just go with it. Oh, one sec, I need to. God damn it, my PC is out of fucking battery. Hold on, one sec. Sorry about that, I didn't even notice it was like low battery. Just feel free to skip a few seconds forward now. 10 seconds and I have it plugged in. I don't normally work on PC, so I don't really have an editing software and shit like that. There we go. It makes the screen just very dark when it's low on battery, right? So I wanted to make sure it's plugged in. So let's just get started with this. Yeah, let's go. Smoke, trash. We got a very bad character right away. Smoke's mid as hell. I'm gonna put him mid as fuck right now and I'll order it later. I'm not gonna put too much thought on it. I'll just order them after everything has been established. Smoke is mid though. He's just not very good. Like, all of this shit is pretty much fake. He has too many gaps in his strings. He's very slow. He's not really hard to block, to be honest. I really don't find him very hard to block. The smoke bomb and the invisibility shenanigans are annoying as hell, but there is counterplay to them. It's very honest considering the rest of this game is just the rest of the characters have, when they're visible, have much harder mix than Smoke has when he's invisible. Because Smoke also has audio cues in his kit, like you can tell by the sounds he's making what string he's doing, and it's also just so slow. It's not really a threat. It really isn't. So I think he's very mid. Scorpion is top tier. I don't really think we need to mention him much. I hate this character with a passion. I think he's one of the worst designed characters in this game. Absolutely passive bullshit. He just doesn't do anything. Extremely annoying character. Most of the most annoying things in the game are probably with Scorpion. Like Scorpion Pharah, Scorpion Jax, which is just a disgrace to this game. So yeah, Scorpion's top tier. I don't think it's up for discussion. He's like top 5 level easily. He's just a very annoying, very strong character. And extremely brain that everybody can use him. Sub-Zero is solid. I'd say he's very solid, simply because he's not very solid. Very solid is terrible, but he's a solid character. Let's change his very solid. It's not a good name. Let's say this for just to great. Great characters are gonna be there. So Sub-Zero solid. I mainly think the reason he's solid is the clone is very strong. Like in every game, it's just a very good tool to keep control of the screen. And the clone charge is one of the best projectiles, if not straight up the best projectile in the game. It's fucking broken. It reaches almost full screen. It's a mid. You can't even jump over it. It's fucking ridiculous. It's busted. And he also has the best down one in the game, which matters. And he has just great pokes in general. And he has some great synergy with the best cameos. So, specifically Chameleon. He has very good synergy with Chameleon. And Chameleon kind of carries him in a way, but overall with Chameleon, he's not bad at all. Like, he's got good damage. Solid damage, like average. He's got decent mix-ups with some of his strings with Chameleon knives, with the Melina disguise. Like, he's got very good neutral. That's really the thing that sets him apart for me. It's just he has very good neutral to make up for some of his shortcomings. So yeah, he's a solid character. Reptile is very solid. He's above Sub-Zero. He's a solid character for sure. I think this guy is just a matter of how good you are with him to use his full potential, but he is very good. I just find him very solid, man. When I play against him, a good Reptile is really a pain in the ass. Like, his invisibility shenanigans are much stronger than Smoke's. They're harder to set up, but they're much stronger. He does very good damage. His damage output is like top tier. Let me close my window. There's a dog barking. Better. So yeah, Reptile overall very solid character, man. I just find his toolkit very tight. Like, he doesn't really have any weaknesses too much. He can adapt to pretty much every matchup with the amount of cameos he has synergy with. He's a very solid character and very rewarding for the players who actually play him. Because he's not brain dead or anything. He's just a very good character that also requires skill. So yeah, solid character. I love him. Wish Scorpion was like him. Raiden, mid as fuck. I don't think we need to talk about. I don't know who's better between these two. It doesn't really matter. Both of them are very mid. Raiden, honestly good Raiden. I still have PTSD from him since launch when he was busted as shit, and he was very annoying. He's still very annoying. He just has some of the most annoying toolkit in the game. Like running away with the electric fly, just annoying bullshit running away, stalling for time, safety cameos. It's toxic and nobody enjoys fighting him. That's how it is. So yeah, Raiden, mid as fuck, and I'm happy he's mid as fuck. I don't think he ever needs to get buffed. He's such a terribly designed character. I think they should just rework his entire kit instead of buffing him. He's just a terrible character. He's boring as shit. Nothing about him stands out. And he has multiple moves that are completely useless, which is just an indicator of terrible design. Liu Kang is great. Not to fight against, he's toxic, but Liu Kang is a very good character. He has some of the best strike throw in the game because he does way too much fucking damage from his grabs. He has very good synergy with Motaro to get some plus frames easily with the lasers. He's got some of the best streamy games. He's got the best streamy in the game, I would say, because he has an armor breaking mid, which is fast and starts combos, which is just a very good mid forward 4. And he has one of the best back throws in the game for combo extensions, which is, I said that already, I don't think it should exist. Like grab combos, I think it's a terrible mechanic. I think this guy and Scorpion are top tier simply because that shit exists. It makes characters that are supposed to be balanced by having worse mix-ups, better mix-up characters than the rest of the game. Because a grab is the best mix-up in the game. Grab by itself is a 50-50. If a grab does as much damage as your fucking mid, It makes no goddamn sense, really. So this guy is dropping 30% from grabs, 50% from his forward 4. It does game-breaking damage. He's got very good zoning because he has multiple good projectiles. He's got some solid footsies because he has pretty solid range, good frame data, not really has gaps. He's just a very solid character. Johnny Cage. Do I need to really talk about this? He's top tier. Johnny is Johnny. I don't think we need to talk about him much. The best frame data in the game, everything jails. The only guy in the game that actually has true offense because everybody else is just prone to getting spammed by pokes and armor spammed and shit like that. Johnny doesn't give a flying fuck. He has the best mid in the game, which is 9 frames. He can jail everything into it. So yeah, this guy actually can string together 2 buttons without getting interrupted, which is better than the rest of this godforsaken game. So Johnny, top tier, he will stay top tier forever unless they change how pokes work in this game. Because the rest of the game just flat out, you get poke spam to oblivion with every other character. You get armor spam, poke spam, because all of this shit has no counterplay and no risk. So yeah, Johnny will forever remain top tier because he has the best offense in the game with his plus frames and his mid, the jails from everything. So yeah, Johnny is amazing, top tier character. And I would say of the top tiers is the least toxic one, which is amazing considering how toxic characters are. So yeah. Kung Lao is solid. He has a very annoying toolkit, one of the most annoying characters in the game. His armor still annoys me. It's way too fucking fast and has too much range and does way too much damage. Even though they nerfed it after a year and a half to make it so it's not safe on block, which is fucking stupid to even think about, a safe on block armor. This guy is a goddamn cancer. I hate him. I fucking hate him. With every passion, with every fiber of my being, I can't stand this character. He's just annoying as hell. He's not really strong or anything, he's just annoying. He has some nice synergy with Jax to run away like a bitch and throw hats with the ground pound keeping him safe, which is actually a very viable strat, unfortunately. It's toxic as hell, but it's viable. So yeah, Kung Lao is solid. I don't really think I need to mention much. Is he better than Sub-Zero or Reptile? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna put him in the middle. I don't really know where to rank him. Honestly, these guys are really interchangeable. All of them are kind of solid, but nothing really special. Kitana is a very, very, very good character. I am very high on this character, much more than other people. I think she is a very good top 10 contender. She has a very good toolkit, man. Just a very good toolkit. Her damage output is fantastic with so many different cameos. She has probably the best synergy in the game with Chameleon. The amount of utility she has with her is unmatched. She can dish out massive amounts of damage in the corner, like 50% one bar or even 50% meterless if you've got the right disguises for the moment you need them. She's got very good neutral. Her EX fan that goes like in a rainbow. I don't know how to describe it. The EX fan that if you get hit by it, it's like you're stunned forever in the air. This is one of the best specials in the game. I don't see anybody talking about it. It's one of the best counter zoning tools in the game because she will duck under other projectiles and she will punish the projectile they do. And it's so plus you can just walk up to them from full screen and you still get a combo. And it does a shit ton of damage. So I mean, this guy is just great. Back 2 is one of the best bottoms in the game. Insane mid. So yeah, she's just a very, very good character. I don't think I need to mention much about her. Melina is a solid pick, I would say. I don't think she's anything special. I really don't. Her auto blockables with Kung Lao are extremely annoying. Very, very annoying. I hate that shit. But it's honestly not that bad. Like Sindel's auto blockables are a whole different thing. And I just think she's solid. I don't think she's anything crazy or anything like that. She's solid. She's better than Kung Lao for sure. She's a solid character. Her biggest weaknesses are the projectiles not going full screen. And Melina players having no brain. Honestly, this is one of the biggest weaknesses of the character. The players don't know how to play her. They just ball roll in neutral like a bunch of morons. So yeah, overall I think she has a pretty good toolkit and very, very good damage, which is something that elevates her. Tanya, this makes me so happy. Fuck you. I'm joking, she's not trash. She still has a broken toolkit. I don't think why people just gravitated away because she actually takes a brain now. She doesn't, but she takes more brain than she used to with her broken, abusable armor. Now that shit is gone, she's much more honest, but her 402 is still like top 3 bottoms in the game. In general, that string, like 402, 1, 1, 2, I'm pretty sure, like the mid and then the spin into the smash at the end, it's like a best string in the game level. It's fucking stupid. She has a cracked range. Her counter is broken. I don't see anybody mentioning that, but her counter is absolutely busted. That counter. It activates so fast and it can just give you free combos from almost anything. It's crazy. She can get priority for fucking full screen by dashing forward with a standing 3 into the teleport. It's actually insane. This character is still solid, man. I really do think she still has a solid toolkit. With Motaro, she is annoying as hell. Her stagger game with her 402 into the laser is cancer. So I think she's solid. I'd put her above Sub-Zero, really. Do I? I'm not sure. I don't really see her anymore. I don't play her because I fucking have a PTSD from the character. I'm gonna put her in mid as fuck, but above these two because she's definitely better than them. No other way about it. Rain, very good character, great. He's above Liu. I am not sure if he's above Kitana or not. I'm gonna put him above Kitana actually. This guy just has a very good toolkit. But I think he is a victim of players not playing him with his ideal cameo, which is Cyrax. I don't know why everybody is using Janet. I really don't, because it's really not the ideal pick. It's just not. Like, with Rain Cyrax, you get the net from every combo, which is something so broken. I don't really think people understand it. You literally denied their opponent the breaker for the entire match. They can't break ever. The combo damage you do is much higher than Janet Rain. Like, you can drop 45% easily for one bar with Rain Cyrax. He has very good neutral, solid bottoms overall. He has the best bottom in the game with his back three. It's absolutely broken. That bottom is an absolute demon. I don't know what they were thinking with that. I wouldn't add that shit to any character, no matter if they were struggling or not. That button is just a fucking menace. I don't know what they were thinking with that. It's just completely broken. Yeah, man, he has very good conversions from pretty much everything into full combos. He has meterless launchers. He has very good damage. He has some nice setups in the corner with the whirlpool, even mid-screen, that you can get with Cyrax, by the way. Even more consistently than Janet, which is why I don't understand why people go for Janet, but whatever. Yeah, man, he can also deny armor. He's a very solid character. He's just great. He just has a very good toolkit. He doesn't really lack anything. He can adapt to almost every matchup. He's very, very good. Shang Tsung breaks my heart, but he's still mid as fuck. Where does he rank? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna put him here. I think that's a pretty good spot for him. I'm not sure who's gonna go in trash. I'll need to check it out later, but I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not really sure if there are trash characters. But Shang, I don't really need to talk about him much. He's a very good zoner. A solid one string that is good, one bottom that is good, and the rest is just pretty mediocre. He has very good meterless damage, which is very important. Meterless damage by himself without cameos is dropping 40%, which is very good. The shape-shifting shenanigans are actually insanely strong. Nobody uses them almost, but they are very, very good. I don't really see people using that too much, but it's very strong, like transforming into Homelander with more damage than Homelander already does, which is stupid, because this is the best character in the game. Spoiler alert, he's still number one. He's fucking stupid. So, yeah. Shang is overall mid, unfortunately. He's fun as hell, but he's mid. General Shao, insane. Insane, the downplay on this guy is overwhelming. The only reason I don't think he's, like, up here is just because he's so weak against zoners. This guy has no counterplay to zoning, which is why he's only in great, but you can't deny how much of a menace he is without the axe. This guy without the axe becomes like the best character in the game, aside from Sento Kenshi. He is absolutely insane. He really is insane. So yeah, I really do think this guy is pretty solid. His damage output can be off the charts with the right routes. He has really good meterless damage by himself. Like, he doesn't really need meter that much for combos. He can really do combos without it, with his best cameo, which is Chameleon. Yeah, I really think he's great. I really do. I don't think there's a gap between these three and Shao, like there is between these three and these four. Like, the solid tier between Liu Kang, Kitana, and Rain. I think he's around their level. So I'm gonna put Shao in great. If he's not great, he's at the top of solid. I'll think about that later. Sindel, we all know where she's going. Fuck Sindel. Fuck Sindel. She should have been nerfed a year ago. Stupid character, brain dead as fuck, plays the game for you, top tier as hell. Best kit in the game individually. I don't need to talk about her much. Reiko, fuck you as well. Stupid. Reiko plays the game for you, it's that simple. He has broken bottoms that you can't really react to. You just do his sweep or his 4-2 a million times until the opponent dies. And he also has a grab to combo from, for whatever reason. Stupid character. And he's the best zoner in the game by far, because he just has a broken projectile that beats every single counter to projectiles in this game. Every single thing, aside from Sector's anti-projectile move, Sector's move, which is very good. Reiko's shurikens actually just break every single armor against projectiles. Sub-Zero's ice armor gets broken, Rain's bubble is broken. The only thing that beats it is Jade's glow, which is why Chameleon is still so fucking good. But yeah, Reiko's brain dead as shit, plays the game for you. Probably my least favorite character in this roster. As far as I'm concerned, don't even rework him, remove him from the roster completely. Give me Onaga instead. Fuck him. Honestly, just fuck him. Terrible design, terrible character, toxic as hell, absolute cancer, fuck this character. Li Mei. Very solid character. I'm gonna put it here. Lima just has a very good toolkit, very good damage, great buttons, some of the best staggers in the game because of her amazing frame data. She can cash out an overwhelming amount of damage. She's just very good. She's very good. I don't need to talk much more about her. She's solid as hell. Just everything about her is solid. Kenshi might be a hot take for people, but I don't even think it's top tier. I think it's great. Is he good? Yes. Is he top 10? Also probably yes. But is this guy broken like people say? Is he like up here? No. The answer is just no. I don't know why people overrate this guy so much. With striker, he has very good conversions into center, yes. But, and there's a big but, all of the center and block shit is fake. It's not real. Nothing jails there. Kenshi has a shit ton of gaps. A shit ton of gaps, even in center. And you can just pick you can counterplay him with a character with armor. And I'm talking about tournament standards here. So you can't just switch a character if you lose once. You can counterpick him with a character with a good armor. And he's fucked. Because center by itself has gaps. You can keep the center offense gapless, but then the mix-up is gone. You sacrifice the 50-50s for gapless offense. So you can just block him for a while with that, if he sacrifices that. The moment he goes for center too, you can just armor. It's really that simple. If you want to beat Kenshi, just pick Havoc as a counterplay. He has no counterplay to his hand move. He can't break that armor. It will hit the center, and it will hit Kenshi even if he's blocking it. And unless the flawless block it, it's not even punishable. So there are so many ways to counterplay Kenshi. You can also just zone him out. He's not a good zoner. His move where he runs at you and deflects projectiles is only good if the player against you is stupid. You can just bait him into doing it, or just kick him in the face when he's running at you because he has no armor or anything. So man, Kenshi is a great character, definitely. In Cento is the best character in the game for a short duration, but there is counterplay to it. It's not like Homelander Farah that you got hit once and then, oh, guess for your life, nothing will work to save you. It's kind of the same thing. It's just Kenshi is much more prone to armor spamming, and if he's in center without the puppet, which can happen a lot if you counterplay him right, he is a sitting duck. He is the worst character in the game in center without the puppet. He's terrible. Terrible. And without Cento, out of it, is also terrible. So this guy, he has a gimmick that makes him top 1 for a short duration. He can end the match in that duration. I'm not saying he can't, but he's still not broken. I don't know why people think he's broken, because there is counterplay to this guy. He's actually well designed, because he is intentionally, they held back on him a lot without Cento to ensure this guy doesn't break the game completely. So man, I don't really think he's broken or anything of that. He's great. Is he top 10? Most likely. Is he top tier? No. These 4 are easily better than him, by a wide margin as well. Baraka, solid character. I hate him with a passion. I'm gonna put him above Reptile. I think that's a pretty good placement for him. I hate him because the poke cancelling into special moves is just something that needs to go from the game, in my opinion. This guy had it since day one. Like he spams a poke and then cancels it into a special with a safety cameo, and he takes back his turn for no reason. So man, Baraka overall, I think he's a solid character. I don't think he's anything special. He's just solid. Damage output is pretty mid. He's annoying as fuck. If it was an annoying character, till he's top 2 with Raiden, because that mechanic is fucking stupid. It's actually just fucking stupid. He would have been like number 3 Raiden, number 2, and Homelander number 1. This shit is so annoying. Like poke cancelling. Like, the fact that you can just spam pokes that pretty much beat every single character in this game, aside from fucking Johnny Cage, and then you can just cancel it into a special that has no counterplay. There's no way to armor out of it and shit like that. There's no way to like flawless block and punish in the middle of the special. You can't do that. The best thing you can do is avoid chip damage with a flawless block, and then you can just use a safety camera to seal back his turn for no reason. So it's fucking toxic. It should be gone from the game. So he's solid. I hate him. Giras. Where do I put you? I don't give a shit about the backlash. I'm a Giras main myself, so I can see the value of this guy. Most people don't even know how good he is, because they don't understand how powerful the clone shenanigans are. This guy has a lot of weaknesses. I won't say he doesn't. But he also has some insane tools you can't ignore because they are fucking cracked. He snaps special move, where he just snaps a 19 frame full screen snap that just gets a free combo if you do anything. That is the best special in this game, by a landslide. It's not even fucking close. That snap is broken as beyond belief. That shit is the anti-neutral. Nobody can zone you when you have that. He also has the 1 bar breaker, which is an insane move. It's a breaker that heals you for 1 bar. It's fucking cracked. He has some of the highest, if not straight up the highest damage numbers in the game with Motaro. You can do so much damage if you optimize combos with this guy. It's crazy. He has the clone shenanigans that with Motaro you always have bar, because you can keep your combos meterless. And this shit, I don't see people talk about this at all in tier lists. The clone shenanigans with this guy are pretty much guaranteed resets. There is nothing you can do. Nothing. There is no counterplay to it. It will break any armor in the game, even Havoc's. there are so many options to keep in mind. There is just no counterplay, and it's pretty much if you have the two bars, Gyros can do 80% damage at will. You can just choose to do that clone setup, and if you don't fuck up your inputs, which can happen, if you don't fuck up your inputs, this is a guaranteed reset. Guaranteed. Nobody can block that. Nobody. Give me any player one. Nobody's blocking that. Nobody. It's so fucking insane. He also has the best stagger game in the game almost. Like, he has such good staggers with his forward one because there is the grab that can come after it. And the fact that there is a gap is also a very good armor bait. So he is just a very good character. I think the weaknesses of this guy is obviously his horrifyingly bad down one, which is a terrible thing to have in this game. He can't punish other down ones, which is a massive weakness, but he is still solid. I still think he's solid. His toolkit he has such strong tools in his toolkit you can't ignore. His down 4, his down 3 are fantastic. He has probably the best whip in the game after Havoc. He has an amazing overhead that also start combos now with right execution with his forward 3. The hourglasses are just completely broken. He has such high damage. The clone shenanigans are like the strongest tech in this game. It's expensive, but if you do it with right execution, it's pretty much guaranteed resets. It's guaranteed death. There is just no counterplay to it. Especially not that new setup that you've got right now that Domoral has obviously found because he finds all of the Gyros tech that you don't even have the wake up option. It's just, yeah, this guy, sorry, I can go on forever about him. You can just watch my videos and see him. He's very good. He's just a very solid character. He's not great. He's not on the caliber of Kenshi, but he is a solid character for sure. You can play him against everybody and win. I know because I do it myself. And if I was playing this game sweaty enough, I would get to Elder God with him. I just don't sweat. I just do challenges my people ask me to do and shit like that. Like playing fucking Johnny Sector and shit like that. I haven't played Johnny since the launch. So if I was sweating with him, I could get to Elder God easily. It's not really hard. And I could join a tournament with him and probably get a good placement as well. Ashra. Fuck this character. Fuck you. I hate Ashra so much. She has one of the best toolkits in the game. She has broken buttons, the best anti-air in the game. Her standing 2's hitbox is honestly so fucking large it looks like a bug. That shit hits all the way to the top of the screen. It's crazy. Crazy. She does way too much damage for no apparent reason. She's just annoying. She is annoying. She's impossible to approach when you play her right. She has a very amazing synergy with Chameleon, amazing synergy with Kung Lao. She is a very, very good character. She's just perfect. She really is the perfect character. She's one of the only characters in this game with a perfect toolkit. She really lacks nothing. And she also has the best armor in the game, probably. That shit is beyond stupid. Like, it's pretty much infinite hits of armor and you can go away to full screen distance. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know why that's in the game. So she's a great character. I think, honestly, she might be better than Kenshi because of how hard she is a terrible matchup for Kenshi. She hard counters Kenshi. Kenshi against Ashra is like a 2-8 matchup in favor of the Ashra. Like, she destroys him. But overall, I do think she has better matchup charts than Kenshi because her kit is not something you can hard counter, really. So I think she's better than Kenshi, for sure. Yeah, man, I'm not as high on Kenshi as other people. I'm not. As someone who was a Kenshi main myself, I know the weaknesses of this guy. He's not as good as people think. Nitara. Do I really need to talk about it? Man. Air buffs. Air dive kick is so broken now, it's not even funny. That shit is ridiculous. She is quite literally dropping Hiroshima and Nagasaki level combos on you the moment she gets a hit in. She has a fucking Tsar Bomba for a combo, if you want to do it. These were all nukes, by the way, if you don't understand. That's nerd humor. You won't understand if you're not a nerd like myself. Yeah, Nitara's fucking cracked. She is cracked. Cracked. She's still a glass cannon, but it doesn't really fucking matter. You pick her with Pharah and she has more HP as well. And Pharah is the best cameo, not Sonya. Sonya is interesting, but Pharah is the best cameo for 100%. Pharah's just crazy. You just have the 50-50s, man. You don't really need much. You give this character 50-50s that are pretty much safe because Pharah's stupid. And yeah, every time you get a hit with the low or the overhead, it's 55% damage for 1 bar. Into a mix-up that can lead to another 55% damage. Guess what happens then? You're fucking dead. Yeah, this is what Nitara does. She gets 2 hits in and the game is over, no matter who you are. You can be Havoc Shujinko with 1200 HP. She's still 2 combos your ass. She does too much fucking damage. Yeah, her mobility is unmatched. They can fly across the screen like no other. She's crazy. Havoc, the glow up, needs to be studied. He is either number 1 or number 2. He is cracked. That's why I made the distinction. Homelander, you know who's up there as well. Like, Homelander, right? We'll get to him later. But Havoc is just, wow. Wow, what a ridiculous character. This guy is dropping 47% damage meterless from any combo, which is fucking stupid. This guy has pretty much touch of death combos that have no counterplay if you've got decent execution. The EX neck break is not that hard to do. It's hard online, offline it's pretty damn easy. It's just a matter of muscle memory. It's practicing it for a few hours and you got it down. This guy is just a monster. The only reason why I think Homelander is still superior to him is because he struggles against zoners. Havoc's toolkit doesn't allow him to play around zoners like Sindel. You just can't. Because the only thing you can do is like go for a bet with the roll. Like you just do the roll, especially with Havoc, and go for a Mavado bomb to like try and convert or keep yourself safe. But closing the distance against someone like Reiko, against someone like Sindel, against someone like I don't know who else is a good zoner. Shang Tsung, even, believe it or not, Shang Tsung, Sub-Zero especially. It may sound funny, but Sub-Zero is a horrible matchup for this guy. Obviously, it's still favorable for Havoc, right? But Havoc, most of his matchups are like 9-1 at this point. He is so broken at this point. If he gets close to you, the game is over. He has 50-50s for existing. He's dropping an infinite amount of damage with the reset, with the neck break. He has broken Oki that also denies armor. He is cracked. This character is busted. But the only thing is, he has a weakness. Homelander doesn't, which is why I think he's inferior to Homelander still. If he gets close, he's the best in the game. It's not even a discussion. Close up, in close quarters, this guy is unmatched. He has a broken sweep, broken frame data, 50-50s from everything. He is ridiculous. So, I mean, the glow up for Havoc is insane. And I honestly don't even want to see him nerfed. I don't. I want to see a damage nerf. That's it. Just nerf his damage so he doesn't do 47 meterless, which is beyond broken. Just nerf it so it's like 39-40% damage, and I think he's fine. Honestly, he's not fine. Obviously, he will still stay completely busted, but I think he should stay busted. This guy was shit for the entire duration of the match. Let the Havoc mains cook. Let them cook, honestly. So Havoc is cracked. He's just cracked. Omni-Man, mid as hell. This character is probably the most overrated character in this roster. I see so many people putting him like in grey tier and shit like that. I'm gonna put him in here, and that's the max I will give him. He's not in the solid tier. No fucking way. Omni-Man is just mid, man. He really is just mid. Like, he has very good meterless damage, but getting a hit in with this guy is borderline impossible. What this guy needed to be good to the next level is grab combos, which I am happy he doesn't have, because grab combos are cancer. But this guy is mid. He really is just mid. Very good damage, but that's where it ends. The rest of his toolkit is very mediocre. He only has some nice cheese with the Jax, which everybody has, because Jax is just cheese as hell. And yeah, man, he's just mid. I don't see him at any other place other than mid. He's not good. I think he needs buffs. I really do. Meterless damage is good, but just getting to it is borderline impossible. It really is. It's just very hard to get a hit in with this guy. You got solid staggers with 1-2, but people forget the big bad about this character. He actually has a fucking gap in his 1-2 string, which is the only good fucking stagger tool he has, and he has a gap, which is fucking stupid. Quan Chi. I would say Quan Chi is a solid character. I honestly think he's worse than Sub-Zero though. Quan Chi is just the bottom of solid for me. He is very good at zoning. A good Quan Chi will not let you get close. He will not let you get close. He's toxic as fuck sometimes. His armor portal shenanigans are broke because you can't really challenge him. You just need to hold the mix. And yeah, Quan Chi is just solid. He really is solid. He has the weaknesses. Obviously, his poking game is awful. Awful pokes, awful, because his down one for some reason is fucking 9 frames, and so is his standing one. And it's not like Noob Saibot where he has another 7 frame high. He doesn't. He just has a terrible punish tool. So this guy is solid, but he has a shit ton of weaknesses. Oh, we got to the first trash. Peacemaker. This makes me happy, but also sad, because I think this guy, while toxic, had the potential to be very fun. He has a very nice toolkit. It's just, they made one special beyond broken, and they made him overpowered beyond belief as far as keep away goes. So, on release, he was just the most cancerous thing in existence. But yeah, man, overall, Peacemaker is trash. He is fucking trash. They took away all of his kits. All of his kit was taken away. They nerfed him to hell. He is garbage, trash, horrible. It makes some people happy for sure, but I do think he needs buffs now because he's been trash for like a shit ton of time. And while he was annoying, I do think he deserves like a second chance, right? The character is cool. He has cool animations. He's fucking John Cena. And Peacemaker by himself is hilarious. Like, Peacemaker is an awesome character, like, in his own series. So, I say give him another chance. If Reiko is top tier, this guy deserves to be top tier. I would much rather fight Peacemaker before the nerfs than fight Reiko. Honestly, Reiko is just the most annoying character possible to make. Literally just the most abusable toolkit in history that takes not even one brain cell to use. So, I mean, I would much rather see Peacemaker buff than Reiko go down here, because Reiko is cancer. Yeah, I have a pretty big grudge against Reiko because you can obviously notice he's fucking trash. I hate this character. Ermac. What a character. Ermac is just a rushdown machine. He gets close and he doesn't relent. He doesn't let you go. He is amazing as far as doing that goes. And I don't really think I need to mention much more. He has insane damage with the puppet combos with Janet. Insane damage. That is also one of the most hype things you can see in like tournaments and shit. That is so cool to see online because it's so, you honestly you understand how difficult this shit is. It's not easy to do. It requires pretty good execution. It's not easy. And yeah, man, Ermac in general is just a very, very fun character to watch. He's flying across the screen with the cancels. Like, Rewinds Ermac is one of the most entertaining characters I've seen. Honestly. The way he's gliding across the screen with like the pretty much one frame cancels he's doing instant cancels, which is just amazing. And I also appreciate it as someone who was also an Ermac main. I main everybody, right? I play every single character in this roster. So I have pretty good cancel game. I can do the cancels pretty quickly. But the speed Rewind does it in is unreal. So I mean this character is great. I think he's one of the best characters in this game just in close quarters because he's also very good against poke spamming. Just like Johnny, because he can bait them into poking with like doing a 1-2 cancel backwards with punish the poke with his back too, which is a crazy mid. So I mean, this guy has very good bottoms in general. His poking game is pretty solid. He's got insane rush down, very good mix-ups. Because grab combos exist, he's just a monster on block that you can't really deal with. And he's just in your face forever until you die. Just amazing character. Oh, the big bad boss. Where do we put you? You already know where he's going. Homelander. Homelander, Homelander, Homelander. Fuck you! Fuck you, Homelander. Fuck you. 6 months. 6 months of domination. He holds this game by the balls. He is the best character in the game for 6 fucking months. Yeah, I've said it already. The balancing team needs to get fired. Fuck them. Send them elsewhere. Send them to Outworld. Get out of the studio. You cooked. You burned down the kitchen. Get out of here. The balancing team is awful. This guy had a free reign on this game for a shit ton of time. I've said it already. I think he gaps the game. Before Havoc was buffed, he gaps the game. Havoc now competes with him. I think you can make an argument Havoc is number 1. You can. But as I've said, he has the weakness against zoners, which Homelander doesn't. Homelander has such a broken toolkit, you forget some of the shit in his toolkit. Like, you forget he has terrible pokes, because he's so broken he never needs to poke, he never needs to block. He has a safe armor with Farah, which was planned 100%. They planned that shit to happen. They wanted this guy to be broken. It was in the contract to get Homelander into the game. The boys team told them in the contract, you make my character the best in the game until it's dead. And yeah, they did. He's broken as shit. I really need to talk about him. He has one of the most broken buttons in MK in fighting game history. That bad. One of the most broken buttons I ever seen in my life. It's pretty much a low combo starter that is plus 1,000,000 in hit, safe on block, and reaches full screen. It's fucking stupid. He has way too high damage. His damage, he can do so much damage for no apparent reason. He has unreactable 50-50s for breathing. He has the most broken poking game in the game, even though his pokes are shit, because he can just cancel a poke into the float or a poke into the grab, which means every single poke spam with this guy turns into a 50-50. He also has Farah 50-50s, because why not? And he is just brain dead as shit, because the team with him that actually takes skill and is fun to use is Chameleon. But you know what the issue is? You gave this guy the best energy in the game with the most abusable cameo of all time. So yeah, Homelander's toxic as fuck. He needs to get out of the game already. They need to nerf him to Oblivion. Farah's the same. They need to get nerfed to hell. And yeah, man. Fuck Homelander at this point. He is just... Oh my god, this character is just the bane of my existence. I can pick this guy and it's actually 3 wins. That's how it feels. He's more autopilot than even Havoc. He's just so fucking easy to use. He's so easy to use, it's crazy, because with his best team, you just spam the same shit over and over, and there is no counterplay to it. Because Homelander is just a 50-50 machine. For existing, he has 50-50s. So I don't need to talk about him more. I don't need to blabber on. This video is long enough anyway. Fuck Homelander. Just nerf him to hell. Best character in the game still, even with Havoc. Best character. I do think these two have a pretty major gap between them and the other guys in the top tier. Honestly, do they? I'll tell you what, I'm not really sure if I want to put a separate tier. Do I want to put a separate tier? Is the gap that big? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. Honestly, man, using Homelander just feels like you autopilot the game. It really does. It just plays the game for you. Havoc is a similar story. It's one hit and they're dead. So, yeah, after using all of these guys, I think these two make the game so much easier than these guys in the top tier. So, yeah, I think this is the right spot. Takeda has a lot of weaknesses, but I think he's pretty solid. I think the Shuriken buff they gave him where it's a low is actually very good, because his synergy with Sector allows for some nice mix-ups and Oki. I don't understand why the fuck they gave him a damage enough. This was probably the biggest saving grace about this guy, the amount of damage he was doing. They should revert that and even buff his damage even more than it already was, because this guy has a lot of weaknesses. He has some shitty bottoms that needed buffs. His back two is terrible. It's terrible, terrible. Should have been a double overhead, it's a double mid, and it's so fucking slow, it's a joke. And it also has a terrible hitbox. Yeah, man, just Takeda has a lot of weaknesses, but he can also steamroll the match. Like, he can steamroll you, like, in seconds. So, yeah, he's a solid character. I'd say he's definitely better than these guys, like in the mid as factor, and of course Peacemaker, because he has some things in his toolkit that actually make him usable. Some things in his toolkit that set him apart. Overall, by the way, guys, Tanya, I think she's a very big wild card. You don't see this character anymore because her armor got nerfed, but she still has so many broken tools. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets a resurgence and is like in great again, because she just has so many broken tools. And we get to the 3 new characters. Sector. Amazing character. I'm gonna put her over here. Sector is fantastic. She's a fantastic character. She has one of the best toolkits in the game, hands down. Just amazing, amazing toolkits for zoning, because she can convert off of anything with Mavado. She has the best armor in the game by far, the flamethrower. With Motaro, that shit is safe. With Mavado, that shit is a combo starter anyway, but he's not safe anymore. But it's also not even that punishable. Like, the frame rate on it is pretty damn stupid, and it also has very good range. She's the best zoner in the game. She's better than Reiko, because she can also negate projectiles herself. She has the best anti-zoning as well as zoning. Her instant air missiles are pretty much like instant air Cabal gas blasts. It's almost to that level in this game. Of course, in correlation with the game. Like, MK9 was much more broken, so the standards are much higher. Sector, just a great character, man. I don't really need to talk about her that much. She has very good situational high damage. She can do cracked damage if you want to spend it. She has very good meterless conversions from pretty much everything in her kit. She's just very good, man. She's very good. She's a jack of all trades. She's one of the most perfect characters in this roster. She has everything. Cyrax, I hate her. I hate her so much. Where do I think she goes? I think right here is a good place. I think Nitara's a bit better, honestly. Is Nitara better? I'm honestly unsure. I think you can interchange them, but I don't think she's above Johnny. Is she above Johnny? No, she's not above Johnny. Cyrax is very annoying because for some reason she has a combo starting command grab, which is just the thing I would not give to a character like this. They gave this character the most broken Oki I've ever seen in my life. She really has a 3-way 50-50 as Oki that can break Havoc's armor. It's that fucking stupid. So yeah, man, she is ridiculous because it's really one hit. It's one hit, and she has it's way too easy to get that first hit in because she has grab combos, which is just so dumb. And she shimmies you to oblivion with that grab, which is stupid because it shouldn't even exist. I don't know why they gave her grab combos. It's actually stupid. I don't know. Yeah, it's very, very toxic. Like, you get hit once and that just gets for your life. The only reason why I think she's a bit worse than the guys above her is because there is in fact a little bit of counterplay to the bomb setups. A bit of counterplay. One of them is just like, she normally will do like a 4-2 into the grab. You can jump, like just spam jump, and the worst case scenario, like you get hit by a stray hit and you're back to neutral, because normally they can't convert after that. What else? You can take one hit or like take the shimmy in the beginning and then just armor and like pick Havoc to counterplay a bit, because Havoc's armor is very good counter to Cyrax, because you just need to wait to not get hit by a 4-2, which in combination with a bomb and another hit can break your armor, because it's 4 hit plus another hit. I'm pretty sure Havoc's armor is only 5 hits. So yeah, Cyrax, I think we all know by now how strong she is. She's top tier. I don't think she's game breaking or anything like that. Of course she is. All of the top tier are stupid, but she is very, very broken. She is broken. I think it's obvious. The only reason why I don't think she's that strong compared to the rest, like of the top 5, I think it's because her game plan is much more situational, if that makes sense. Scorpion, Sindel, Johnny, Havoc, and Homelander play the game they play the moment the match begins. Like, they are always doing their strengths are always available. Cyrax needs to get a hit to actually become top tier. Granted, is it easy to get combos started with her? Yes, because she has grab combos for no apparent reason. But the fact that there's also a bit of counterplay to her Roki setups, not much, but there is a bit. It's not guaranteed resets. And her damage output is also fairly low. I think that makes her a little bit worse than the top 5. But she's still obviously top tier. That level of Roki pressure, you can deny it's broken. Noob Cybot. I'll be damned, what an awesome character. This guy is like top 3 most fun characters in this game by far. He is so fucking cool. Where do I think he goes? I'm gonna put him at the top of solid. I think that's a good place. I'm gonna put him at the top of solid and bump down General Shao over here. Is Geras better than Shao? Fuck it, yes, Geras is better than Shao. To hell with it, Geras is better. Yeah, it's 45 minutes already. This has been a long video, but I want to make this tier list and not do another one until the DLC finishes releasing. Noob Cybot, what can we say about him? Some decent bottoms in his kit. Very, 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 very high damage. Very nice setups with the Ghost Ball. Embrace Chaos is situationally one of the strongest moves in this game. It's very... I don't think there should be a drawback to it, and I also don't think his shadow moves should have a cooldown. But still, he's very solid. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's game breaking. I don't think he's anything else. He's just a solid character with a solid kit. You can make him work in pretty much every matchup. He doesn't play the game for you. You need skill to use him right. But yeah, I feel pretty content with that placement for him. So I guess this is my tier list. I'm feeling pretty whole about this. This tier list means pretty much the top 10 is Homelander, Havoc, Sindel, Scorpion, Johnny, Cyrax, Nitara, Reiko, Hermac, and Ashra. Yeah, pretty solid for me. That's where I think it is. Is Kenshi better than Ashra? I think they are interchangeable, honestly. These three, they're all interchangeable. Ermac, Kenshi, and Ashra, they're interchangeable. If you want to, I can see Kenshi as high as number 9, but that's it. Like, instead of Ermac. Like this. I can see that. But no fucking way is in this place. Reiko is significantly better than Kenshi, especially because of their matchup chart. Reiko hard counters Kenshi's existence. And yeah, he just has too many hard counters to be like top 10 in my opinion. But yeah guys, this is my tier list. Let me know if you agree with me. Sorry if this is a bit long, but I just wanted to make it the perfect one. I think this is the most accurate tier list I've seen. Especially considering like what I've seen in this game. And yeah, thank you for watching guys. Hope you enjoyed. Sub-Zero can be a bit higher honestly. And I'll see you in the next one.